Hi, I'm Michelle Risser, and I'm here to share with you the 3 reasons why moms who work as therapists and helping professionals are at an increased risk of burnout. I help therapists and helping professionals optimize their self-care and live and work without burnout. I believe deep in my heart that taking care of yourself first so that you can shine your light out for others is the opposite of selfish. If you know anyone who's a mom who works as a therapist or a helping professional who you think might enjoy this video, please share the link with them. Okay, so here are the 3 reasons why moms who work as therapists and helping professionals are at an increased risk for burnout, even more than others in the profession. Reason number 1 is because you are doubly depleted. You give your energy and your time and your attention all day for your clients or your patients. And then as soon as you walk in the door, you give your time and energy to your family at home. Can anyone relate to this? Maybe you've been focusing on your clients all day, you're giving, you walk in the door and immediately it's mom, what's for dinner? Or mom, can you help with my homework? Or mom, watch this. And you're just absolutely tapped out at that point. Reason number 2 is guilt. Guilt gets in the way of the self-care that you need to practice in order to stay healthy as a helping professional. You feel guilty if you take time away from your family to focus on work, and you feel guilty if you take time away from work to focus on your family. It's a no-win situation. Whatever's happening, you feel guilty, and you always feel pulled. Let me share a little story. I like to call this the snowy day mom guilt epiphany. One day, several years ago, it was a snow day from school. My daughter was not old enough to be home by herself. She was maybe 6 or 7 years old, and I live in Ohio, so we do occasionally have snow days, and our road crews don't usually do a great job clearing things out. So her school was closed, and I was scrambling. I had a booked full day of clients, and my daughter was home from school. I didn't know what to do. This was before teletherapy. So today, this would probably go differently. I would just offer to meet people online. But at the time, I was meeting in person, and I was scrambling, and I asked a friend to help with my daughter for a couple hours, and she did. I ended up canceling about half of my day. My spouse canceled about half of his day, and we kind of divided and conquered, and my daughter went to my friends, and it was so stressful. And I remember driving to work on this snowy, slippery day on these crappy roads, and I was thinking, okay, I think the system is set up against us. I think maybe this is not just me. I think these expectations are not realistic. I'm beating myself up because I'm not with my kid, but I'm also beating myself up because I canceled half of my clients, and I know I'm not going to be able to really be present with them. It felt like an absolute no-win. So that's when I realized that this whole system really kind of sucks, and it's really not serving us. Can anybody relate to that? Have you ever been in a situation where you had work and you had your kids? Maybe your kid was sick, and even when you know that you're doing the right thing, whichever that choice is, you feel guilty and you feel torn. Number 3, reason why moms are especially at risk of burnout is because you push through. You push through chronic stress and exhaustion. You ignore your body's warning signs for days and days, and you don't want to let anyone down, so you just keep pushing through, hanging on till the weekend, hanging on to that vacation, and the next thing you know, you are completely depleted and facing burnout. And the problem with that is once burnout has fully kicked in, it can take a really long time to recover. We're talking months, maybe even years. So if you're stopping by, if you're watching this on the replay, just drop a number 1 in the comments if you can relate at all to what that feels like to push through exhaustion for just one more day because you don't want to let anyone down and because you feel guilty. Just drop a number 1 in the comments. If anyone is just joining us or just popping in, again, my name's Michelle. I help therapists and helping professionals optimize their self-care and live and work without burnout. I am a licensed therapist myself. I'm a mom myself, and I'm also a coach, consultant, and CEU provider. I like to do a lot of different things to avoid burnout in my own life. So if you're hopping on the replay, please just comment replay. Let me know that you stopped by. Please let me know if you have any topics that you'd like for me to cover in a future video. These could include anything from mom guilt, self-care, building your self-care into your life. That's one of my favorite things to talk about, is building in self-care micro strategies. We can talk about chronic stress and burnout. We can talk about expectations, challenges. Let me know what you would like to hear about, and I'd be happy to cover that in a future video. Okay, if you relate to any of this and you've wondered if you might be headed towards burnout yourself, I do have a free burnout assessment, and I'm going to drop that link right below this in the comments, okay? So you can hop on there, take that burnout assessment, and that's all for now. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.